Hey everyone, welcome to Feed the Beast Infinity, Episode 1 on the FTB Team server. So if you guys didn't get a chance to check out the introduction and getting started video that I posted up for the FTB Team server, it may seem a little weird that I'm starting out with tools and items this go around for this series. It's because it's a little different than what I'm normally used to as far as starting a series out. This time around, I'll be playing on a server with a whole bunch of awesome guys from, FTB and stuff. Also, I guess some of the mod makers as well, so that's pretty awesome. And I've already kind of done some scouting out and a little bit of mining and looting of a village that's not too far away from my base. It's pretty much right there, just past the render distance. But I've already scouted out a nice little area for home, which I've already started working on and carved out in the middle of this mountain here. And got an idea and a theme that I'd like to work towards this series. I think it's going to be pretty cool, and I can't wait to get started. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and run through just a quick few things that I've worked on real fast. We got a Miscraft book set up here, so that way we can make our way to a digger age, which is where everyone, if they want to set up like a quarry or something, they can do their mining here so we don't mess up the overworld. Keep it all nice and pretty. And it's supposed to have the same origin and everything that the overworld has. So everyone else's base and all their books are set up here as well. We got Teddy, Watchful, Tech Brew, Raj and Hermie, T-Fox, who extended the invite to me to play on the server with everyone, which is awesome, and I appreciate that. I was so happy to for him to get a hold of me. I was like, really? This is cool. So it's awesome because I've never really had a chance to play on a server like this, and I really, I'm actually honored, and it feels great. So we got Vike Step and Gideon as well, Bevo, LJ, which I believe is also a YouTuber, Keltons, and Redos, or I believe that's how you pronounce his name, and as well as mine right here. So I'm going to head back to my base here, and I'm going to go ahead and get started and running through a lot of things. So got my base set up. I've found this nice little mountain here, and in fact, right between me and T-Fox's base, he lives on pretty much a mountain range just like mine. So if we open up our mini-map here, let's see, yep, right here. Let's see, this is the mountain range right here. So if we take a look, it's pretty much just one big mountain range that kind of curves around, and T-Fox's base is like right here. So it's pretty awesome how big this mountain range is. And mine just kind of curves around right over here. So I'm going to be using this side over here, and in between us is this really awesome Origin Valley biome, and it's from Biomes O'Plenty, and it looks awesome. There's some really cool aspects of that biome that I'd like to be able to work with T-Fox, and we had some cool ideas we'd like to do some building with down there. But as far as like the area is concerned, it looks really nice. I'm happy with it. This volcano right here actually spawned in the side of the mountain and gave us a little bit of problems. It started, obviously pouring its lava down the side of the mountain here and started killing all the trees. Then it actually gave us some lighting problems down there, some weird lighting issues. Oops, let me go ahead and jump in bed real quick too. But T-Fox and Watchful actually got that fixed for me, so that way it didn't look weird down there and weird lighting glitches and all that good stuff. So wonder what's going on here. Going back. Oh, there he goes. I was wondering what was going on. That didn't seem right. It said 0 of 3, 0%. I guess maybe he got out of bed or something. Anyway, got an extra utilities trash can for all of my good throwing away needs. Some furnaces set up, and I've already, like I said, done a little bit of mining, so I got a few resources set up. Now, when I was raiding the village down there, thankfully enough, it had a smeltery, so that we can get started with some Tinker's Construct, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and just grab a bunch of this stuff. I've also grabbed some sand, some gravel, and I've also grabbed some clay, so that way I can get started making some grout. So I'm going to make up a nice stack of grout right there. And let me go ahead and pull out some coal. You know what? Let's actually set this like this, and then that way we can just cook this up a lot faster. Oh, nice. Got me a little steak cooked up too. Alright, so we'll get the ground cooked up. And I'm going to start making a nice little... Oops, darn it, I hate it when that happens. I get a bad habit when I put the coal in there because I can't shift-click it in there for some reason. If you hit it right there, it pulls up recipes, and then it just throws it on the ground after that. So be careful of that. There's also something else that I wanted to point out. This dev null from OpenBlocks. I don't think I've ever used this before, and if I did, I totally forgot about it. T-Fox actually told me about if you just combine an apple and a piece of cobblestone together, you get the dev null. And if you put this on your inventory bar, right-click, it'll open up a little slot here. And then if you put an item in it, like cobblestone, and go out and start mining cobblestone, if you don't want like your inventory full of cobble, it'll just pick it up and void it. So you don't have to worry about it anymore. If you don't want cobblestone in there anymore and want to replace it with something else, like stone or any other item you don't want a lot of, you just pull it out and continue mining. It's pretty awesome. I like it. You can also take the blocks, put them in there, and if you want to like build as well with those blocks, you just right-click and it'll place those down. It's really, really a nice, handy block to have. I've also went ahead and set up a little ladder down to a mining area, and I think I might head down there very soon. Definitely need to start getting some more resources. But first, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my smeltery. And the nice thing about doing it this way and getting started with the Tinker's Construct smeltery is that I got a nice little lava source sitting right here inside of this volcano, luckily enough. And then it looks really cool, and I like the volcanic brick, this basalt here. I really wouldn't mind doing some building with that at some point. But let me see, let me find a nice place for this smeltery. It's probably going to be temporary because I got a lot of clearing out to do inside of this mountain here for the base idea that I have. So one of the first things I really want to work towards is getting myself a Tinker's Construct hammer. So that way I can start clearing things out a lot easier and a lot faster. That, and also getting my resources like iron and diamonds, all that good stuff, a lot quicker as well. So I think I'm just going to clear out a little area right in here. I think this will work out just fine. Now, learning from T-Fox and seeing what he has set up, he has a really cool smeltery setup. I've learned a few things that I did not know at all, like ever. I thought it was set in stone that you had to do it a certain way. Maybe it changed over time. I'm not entirely sure when it did. But I do know that you can actually make a different sized smeltery. It doesn't have to be a 3x3, so if you're familiar with Tinker's Construct, a 3x3 is what I remember it used to have to be, but now it can be just about any size. You can make like a 1x1, a 2x2, a 3x3. I think you can make it all the way up to, I think it was a 12x12. I'm not 100% sure on the numbers on that, but so don't quote me. But I'm going to set mine up like this. Then we need to get our seared bricks so that we can start making the controllers now. Unfortunately, the smeltery setup that was at the village and pretty much any of the villages, they don't come with the actual main blocks that you need, like the smeltery controller, the brain of the smeltery. They also don't come with the drains, so you need to make a couple of the drains. You also need some seared faucets or any other way of transporting or moving liquids out of one area to another. Seared faucets work because they're pretty cheap. And then we also need some glass, actually. So let me grab a few pieces of sand. Oh, wait, I got a little bit of glass cooked up already. Perfect. Then I'll just use that. So pop that in the center, surround it with some seared brick, and that should give us our seared tank that we need. Awesome. So I'm thinking I might set up the seared tank right here and the smeltery right there. So what I did not know, and that T-Fox told me, was that you can actually have your smeltery controller on any level that you want as long as it's on the same level as your seared tank. I didn't know that. That's new news to me. I was always under the assumption that I had to have it on the bottom floor there, on the bottom layer of your smeltery. But as you can see with it lighting up like this, it's working. So we just right click on it and we have access to, it looks like 8 slots. Perfect. So I'm going to expand on this a little bit. I'm actually going to pick this guy up and we're going to replace these with drains. Oh, there it goes. A little server lag on my part, probably. And then just go ahead and start filling in these other back spots here so we can build it up a little bit and we can start holding more slots in our smeltery. So the more we build this up, the more we can actually place inside of our smeltery to start smelting down. And I think I'm going to take this up as much as I can. So, all right, there we go. I think this will work for now. Yeah, I think that's big enough. Now, eventually I'm going to be moving this, obviously. This is just kind of temporary for now. But I think that looks pretty good. Now, I could go up more if I wanted to. I have more seared bricks, but I think this is good, like I said. I'm going to go ahead and place my seared faucets in front of my drains. I'll put a casting table in front of that one and a casting basin in front of this one. To make those, they're not too hard if you didn't actually get a chance to see that. You just need some seared bricks in the shape of an upside-down U. That'll give you your casting table. And it's basically the opposite for the casting basin. You just make an upside down, or just a U, not an upside down U. That was the casting table. But there we go. So we have ourselves our Tinker's Construct smeltery set up. Now we just need some lava for this guy and get the cobblestone out of there. That'll work. All right, let me put all that stuff away. And let me go ahead and put the rest of the Tinker's things away. I don't really need all that at the moment. All right, now we need some lava to fuel this guy. Now, thankfully, like I said, we have this volcano right here, and there should be some lava sitting in here for us. So I'm just gonna kind of build up to it and start scooping some of this out with a bucket real fast. We'll just place that right in there. Nice. So we got one bucket of lava sitting in there ready for us to go. I'm gonna go ahead and place in as much iron as I can, so I'll just shift left click my iron in there and it'll place all that it can. Start melting that down for me. Now, as far as getting the rest of this out, I can only get so far down until I'm gonna have to start tearing down this volcano. Might consider making a pump from Buildcraft. It shouldn't be too hard to do. Might be a pretty good idea. Now, I also want to get started with Tinker's Construct. Now, the village down there had all of the actual basic tables that we needed to get started making tools and such. But I figured I'd go ahead and redo that and start making those on camera with you guys. So I'm going to grab some sticks, some wood, some planks and all that good stuff, and we'll get started making some stencils. Or blank patterns. I'm so used to calling them stencils. That's just me. But if we use that and combine that with a plank, that'll give us our first table, our stencil table. If we do it with an oak log, or any log for that matter, that'll give you the part builder. Next, combine it with a crafting table. That'll give you your tool station. All right, good. Now, the other thing that I would like to have, I like to have it, you don't have to do it, but if you combine it with a chest and the blank pattern there, you get a pattern chest, so you can store all your patterns in there. I think I'm going to clear out a little area, maybe over here. Just right here in the corner next to all this. Yeah, I think that'll work. I'm going to put the pattern chest there in the corner, put the part builder there, put the stencil table on this side, and the tool station here. I think that'll work. You don't have to put them in any particular order. This is just how I like to have them set up myself. So let's see. Let's go ahead and put some patterns in here. I might go ahead and start upgrading my pickaxe. This is just a pickaxe that I made in the introduction episode. If you guys want to check it out, it's just an obsidian pickaxe head that I found in the chest down there at the village. I wouldn't mind remaking this at some point, but for now, it's been doing a pretty good job. So we'll just leave that as is. Now, might make a shovel and a stone axe soon. May not be a bad idea. But there we go. We got 40 ingots worth of iron, so the 20 that went in there doubled, which is awesome. So if we put another 20 in, that'll double for us yet again. And I'm going to start pouring this out. Now, I need to probably think about automating this so that way I don't have to worry about it too much. Let's see, maybe let's grab 5 pieces of redstone. We should have some sticks on us. Perfect. I think we only need 1 redstone torch. And I think I need a little bit of stone. All right. I didn't catch Raj earlier. I was talking, my bad. But what I'm going for this time, we're going to make the redstone clock. So where's you at? Right there, redstone clock. So 1 redstone torch, 4 pieces of redstone, and 4 pieces of stone. If I click on that recipe, if I shift left click on this right here, this little question mark, it should put everything into the crafting station, if you're unfamiliar with it, that is. I know I might be repeating for a lot of people that have already played through all of this and know all these things, but you know, there might be some new people that don't know. So good little tip for you guys if you didn't know. You should be able to do that with just about any recipe in NEI as well. Oops, let me go ahead and sleep. It's always nice because I don't like creepers wandering into my base and blowing things up. That's always a nice thing. There we go. But yeah, you should be able to pretty much shift click as long as you have the items in your inventory. It should shift click into the crafting station for you to quickly craft that item. There we go. So nice. So we got 4 blocks of iron. And I should be able to go ahead and upgrade my tool station, which is exactly what I would like to do. So to upgrade that, grab 3 seared bricks, your crafting or your tool station, place those along the top, 4 blocks of any metal. You should be able to use copper, you can use iron like I am, you can even use like higher end metals, like later on like cobalt and all that good stuff. So I believe it'll even tell you in here. You should be able to see all the different kinds. You can make them out of emerald as well if you want, emerald blocks. Yeah, there's even a diamond one, so if you want to get really expensive, you can make a diamond tool forge. It's just whatever you want. So for me, I'm going to go with it as cheap as I can at the moment and just make a nice iron tool forge. So that'll give me access to a lot higher end tools, such as the hammer. This is an awesome tool that gives me a 3x3 area effect for mining. And it also has a natural smite ability on there, so it works well against the undead. And I love that. It's a nice secondary weapon, just in case you get cornered and you have a whole bunch of zombies around you. Just pull that guy out and go. I don't know what that noise was that I made, but yeah. Sometimes it helps, I find, in the fighting of mobs. Like, increases my attack power a little bit. Not really. But I'm going to go ahead and make myself a quick hopper. Nice. So we got the redstone clock, we got a hopper. I'm going to make me another chest. Boom. There we go. And I'm going to set that guy up underneath here. So I'm going to need a little bit of room. I'm going to have to move my tool forge. Alright, so I'm going to set the chest up right there. Hopper like this. So I'm shift right click that onto the chest. That way the items will fall automatically. After it's done filling up, it should automatically pull the block of iron out, thanks to the hopper, and put it into the chest. So I don't have to worry about that. That should be a little bit more automated. And it looks like we're missing a little bit of iron, so let's grab the iron we have. We'll go ahead and place some more ore back in there. Sweet. Things are looking good. I like that. Now, to automate this, we could set this up over here on like an ingot cast, but for now the basin will work just fine. I'm more than happy with this. We'll go ahead and place the redstone clock above that, and that way it doesn't pull out all the time. We'll go ahead and make a lever. There we go. If we place that right on top of that, if we flip that, that'll keep it from activating and keep it from constantly pulling it out. So I'm going to leave it on for the time being. That way we'll just keep cycling through there. So now I want to make a hammer. So to do that, we need a few patterns. Now you just select the pattern that you want with the blank patterns in your stencil table. I need a large plate pattern. I'm going to need a hammerhead pattern. And I'm going to need a tough tool rod pattern as well. Now I'm thinking probably not going to get too crazy with this hammer. Probably just going to make this out of cobblestone for now. Cobblestone and probably wood. We'll make a better one later and just upgrade it. But for now, let's just do just a basic cobblestone one. So if we take the material that we want to make it out of, place it into our part builder with our pattern, you can see it gives us our stone hammerhead. I'm going to do the same thing with the large plate patterns. So let's see, I'm going to need a little bit more cobblestone. There we go. That should be enough. So if we place that there, I need 2 of the large plates. So I'll grab those. And then I'll just place these patterns right here into the pattern chest. If you place the pattern chest next to your part builder, off the left side, you should be able to access your pattern chest, and it'll just place those right in there for you, nice and conveniently. I love it. So I'm also going to go ahead and make a wooden tough rod. There we go. We'll place that away. Awesome. So now we should be able to make ourselves our first hammer. So place that there. The plates where they go, and the tough rod as well, and that'll give us a basic stone hammer. So this guy isn't too great. I'm not going to give him a name because I will be, upgrading him probably later once we get some better materials and resources in. But for now, things are looking pretty good. Look, we got our iron coming in and everything. I think it's time to maybe head down and do a little bit of mining with this guy. Let's see, how well we got here? 12? All right, you know what? I'm going to turn that off, and I'll just flip that, because that's going to leave 4 pieces of iron in there, because it takes 9 pieces of iron to make a full block. So I'm going to leave that off. That way it doesn't just pour the rest of that in there. So that leaves us 3, actually, ingots. There we go. So that'll give us 5 blocks of iron. Ooh, we're doing good. I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and head down into the mines and show you guys what the mines look like. It's going to take a second to get down, but I'm just going to kind of fall for a minute. Anticlimactic, I know. Whoop, whoop. Whoa, that doesn't sound good. We have the Ender Zoo mod. So if you hear cats and you're not in a jungle, there's more than likely a wither witch around. Something you don't want to mess with. They will throw like withering potions at you, and it's not fun, I promise. It's something you don't want to be around. And then the cats don't like you either. So I went ahead and just did a little bit of mining down here. I didn't grab everything. I just grabbed things like iron pretty much. Also, yes, there's also dense ores. I love dense ores. Sometimes if you hover over, if you're not sure in your texture pack what they look like, I think in this texture pack it doesn't really show up. Ooh, what do we got here? Confusing powder from Ender Zoo. Well, perfect. That just was a nice little example right there. Something probably fell off the edge and died for me, just to help us out and show us. But yeah, there's dense ores in as well, which means if you mine, you might find a dense ore. Sometimes they're in coal. Sometimes you can find them in iron and gold and all that good stuff. And sometimes, rarely, you can find dense diamonds. So that's really awesome. So we got the peridot, which is what my sword's made out of. It's a very nice gem to use. So I kind of fiddled my way through here and found an abandoned mine shaft. I already kind of looted this. There wasn't anything good. It was just some bread and stuff in there. And got a nice little abandoned mine shaft to start looking around in. I'll start picking up the string too. Ooh, Certus quartz. Nice. Now the problem is my pickaxe looks like it's about to break. That stinks. So I should have probably repaired that before I left. So we have any... Oop, there's dense coal right there. So it does look a little different in my pack. It's just very, very faintly different. You can... Okay, those Endermen sometimes, they worry me. Oh, there's also Ender minis. Yeah, don't hit those. I've already died twice. Don't hit them. But yeah, the dense ores, pretty awesome. If you break them and you don't have fortune, you get a chance of getting multiples. Actually, I think you always get multiples. Just kind of depends. So now we got this awesome abandoned mine shaft down here, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick up these tracks here. Probably shouldn't be using my pickaxe. I'm wasting the durability. Oh, nice, we got another little ravine. I didn't really explore the whole thing just because, well, I figured I'd do that on camera, show you guys my findings and all that good stuff. Let's try the hammer. Does the hammer do anything? No. Darn. Here's zombies. Hey, Fred, how you doing? I'm gonna hit you with my newly found hammer, or my newly made hammer. There we go, that works. Baby Fred! Yeah, get out of here, Baby Fred. I don't need you hitting me. Phew. These guys are tough. We are on hard as well, so yeah, mobs hit pretty hard sometimes. Ooh, what do we got? Oh, we got charged Certus quartz. I'll go ahead and pick that up. I don't mind. Shocking. Alright, so I think there was another ravine right over here. I'm going to check this out. This is actually, I believe, the ravine that... No, this is not. There was a ravine. Oops, I probably shouldn't have did that. Let's grab that. Then I was mining in during the introduction video and had a whole bunch of good stuff in it. That's where I actually got a few diamonds to get started with. But I think this is pretty nice. I'm going to go... Ooh! Essence berry bush. These guys are awesome. They're from Tinker's Construct. And sometimes when you... place them down and you let them grow for a bit, like this one was, it was fully grown. You'll get the concentrated essence berries on them. And just right click and it'll give you some experience. They are awesome. I love them. Alright, that's something I don't want to be a part of over there. Not right now. So I'm going to grab my string and I'm going to go. So I mentioned I get 4 pieces of string. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll go ahead and grab this little bit of iron ore as well. Ooh, I hear an Enderman. See, up or down? Yeah, I came down here as well and just kind of did some poking around real quick. Believe this leads off. Oh, this actually leads off to that ravine. And there's actually some diamonds down there I need to go collect very soon. A little bit of peridot. I believe down this way there's a couple more of those essence berry bushes as well. Oh, there they are, right there. I want to collect those real quick. Come on, get up the water stream. Thank you. Awesome. All right, I'm going to collect you. 1. Oh, there's 3, nice. Wait, no, there's 4. Did that one not break? Okay, I think it did break. I don't know where it went, though. Uh-oh. Come on, give those back. Those are mine. Alright, I don't think I really want to be down here anymore. So we got 4. 4's not bad. I think I missed one, though. Alright, so it's going to take me just a quick minute to get back up, but I'm going to head back towards my ladder. Maybe start working... Oh, hello, concussion creeper. No! Okay, well, thanks. You helped me up my little area. Concussion creepers will sometimes disorient you and teleport you a little ways away from where you were originally at. And they exploded. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of mining, I think, with my stone hammer. I want to try it out. Show you guys. Actually, I'll do that pretty much upstairs, I think. I'll do that in my base, because I do need do some clearing out up there. Ooh, dense. That was dense gold ore. That's nice. But I'm going to go ahead and head back up. It's a long ways up, so I'm going to make my way back up to the top of my base, and I'll see you guys back in just a minute. Alright guys, and we're back up at the top of my base, and I'm going to start doing a little bit of clearing out with the stone hammer. I think maybe next episode I'll do a little bit of modifying on the hammer, that way it'll work a little bit better for us. But I think for now, little server lag is probably my end and stuff like that. But hopefully to allow this to work a little bit faster, I think between episodes I'm going to do a little bit of mining, and I may also make like a... Actually, I'll do that real quick. I'm just going to make a basic tool, basic stone shovel from Tinker's. So let's see, maybe... I wonder, can I make it out of the Certus quartz? I don't think that's a thing. I know I can make a shovel from Certus quartz, but I'm wondering if I can make it through Tinker's. Oh, maybe. No, that's Natura. Let's see. Tinker's, Invar, pink slime, plastic. Can I make a plastic shovel? Oh, okay. Silver. May just go with... Might just go ahead and do it like an iron thing real quick. Might not be a bad idea. We got a little bit of iron left in the smeltery, so let's just do that real quick. Let's make our first metal tool. So I'm going to grab some aluminum, some copper. I think it's 3 aluminum and 1 copper will give us aluminum brass. Now to double check myself, do I have the Tinker's Construct books? They are nowhere to be found. I probably accidentally threw those away. My bad. Let me check it out. So let's type in materials. and you, volume 1. So we just need a blank pattern and a piece of paper. That can be done very easily. I have paper somewhere. Paper. All right, well, I have sugar canes, just as good. I probably have some paper laying around here somewhere. Maybe not. I guess I don't. Sugar canes work just as well. So we'll do that. Let's actually go ahead and make a few more stencils, because I know I'm going to need a few more eventually anyway. So I'm going to make 4 of those for now. And I'll show you guys why. I'm going to go ahead and run through and make 1 of each for now. So we'll put mob drops in here. All of this. Oops. I think I needed that. Put the gold away. Let me go ahead and put all this other stuff away real quick too. I don't know why I didn't put the tin ore away. There we go. Alright, so if we take 1 copy of this, we can get the volume 2. If we place it in again, that'll give us mighty smelting, which we should have got from making our smeltery and stuff like that. Not sure what happened there, but let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look in, let's see which, I think it's mighty smelting for the alloys. Yep, alloys. There we go. So if we go over to the alloys, aluminum brass, it's 3 aluminum, 1 copper. Awesome. Good, my memory served me a little, you know, sometimes, I guess. Thankfully. Alright, so I'm going to let that melt down real quick. We need to go ahead and start working towards making the cast. So we need to get ourselves the stencil for it. So I want to make a shovel. So I'm going to grab a shovel head pattern. I'll place that in there. I'm going to go ahead and make a, oops, need a little bit of cobblestone. I always try to make sure I leave a little bit on me. And I'm going to make just a stone shovel head for kind of like the cast. And I'm going to place that over here on the casting table. So I'll place that there. I'm going to wait for this to finish melting down. While that does, I'm going to go ahead and put a few things away. And in fact, I think there's actually another book. So if we take that there, yeah, Tinker's Weaponry. Awesome. I love that. Tinker's Weaponry is going to be really cool to get into. Definitely going to be getting into that probably soon. Maybe not next episode, but soon. I'm also going to go ahead and put these tracks away because we have Railcraft installed, so I may do a little bit of Railcraft at some point, but for now, I'm happy with this. I do need to find a nice way to get up and down from the bottom of my base down there, or this area down here, to the top of my base, so I'm going to have to work on that too. I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. Alright, but there we go. 8 aluminum brass, 8 ingots worth of aluminum brass, and just pour that around your actual, whatever you want to make. You can do it for pretty much any pattern that you want to make a cast out of and start pouring metals. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this stone shovel head and just trash that. I'm going to place the shovel head cast back in there. We're going to click on the iron to pull it to the bottom and pour ourselves a nice iron shovel head. Awesome. So now we just need a nice tool rod. And I think what I'm going to use a bone. So let me actually convert this to bone meal. Make a tool rod pattern. Place that in there, and it should only need 1 piece of bone meal to make a bone tool rod. I'll just place this in here. Just click on the shovel and place the bone tool rod right there. Shovel head pattern up there, the shovel head right there, and that should make us a nice iron shovel. So it's not going to be like my in-game shovel at all. This is just something temporary for the time being, and I'm happy with that. But I'm going to go ahead and go down, do a little bit more mining. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys really enjoyed this first episode of FTB Infinity on the FTB Team server. So thank you guys so much again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys have any helpful tips, tricks, or comments, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. If you guys would rate the video, I'd really appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys then. Goodbye. I'm asking it now. Please, please work. Let's just make sure. Come on. Is it work? Is it working? It placed it in there. Right click.